Alright, running out of power. Welcome to the tiny house. We're going to answer some questions. Somehow these questions are connected to love. They might be dating questions. I don't know. I saw Laura Lalo put out a video. I was suddenly, and right when I saw that she put it out, I realized I had to run to work. I noticed there are some questions about on the video. I thought, I'll just read them, find out what happens. What up, Lala? Malt liquor. First question. Is that malt liquor ice cold? Yes. Alright, first question. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? I'm thinking the Dalai Lama. Because I suspect we just have like this vegetarian meal, maybe some stir fry. And there'll probably be very little talking, a lot of smiling, and a lot of belly rubbing. I suspect the Dalai Lama might ask a couple questions. I might just ask him, like, how you doing? You enjoying yourself? I didn't call it good. Would you like to be famous? In what way? I'd kind of like to be moderately famous for doing things that I enjoy. I'd like to be known as that one guy that like to explore, like to do some hobbies, but just generally enjoyed life. That kind of famous. But not as like a movie star or anything like that, writing a book or anything like that. I don't want to be world famous. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say? Why? No, I actually don't like to I don't like to make telephone calls actually for that. But I don't think I ever rehearse what I'm going to say. Sometimes I might coach myself to be positive. I might say, like, all right, let's try to keep this upbeat, and then find out what I'm going to say after that. Malt liquor. What would constitute a perfect day for you? I like a day out by the river, up on the mountain, camping, someplace where my dog could run around. I don't need to worry about him, like someplace we're really familiar with. So I know he knows the area, and I know, good boy. I know I just need to keep half an eye on him. That's a lot of fun. And then just like cooking over a fire, having lots of stuff to drink and read and music, the shortwave radio, and pick up some broadcasts from all around the world. Sleeping on some nice warm sand in a tent that I like a lot. Oh man, this makes me happy talking about it. This is like, I guess there's a half a question here. One that is enjoyable. Oh, maybe that's Lala's answer. 5. Where did you last sing to yourself, to someone else? I sing partial phrases all day long, and a lot of times I don't realize I'm doing it until someone like sings back to me, and I'm like, oh my god, was I singing? I was just in a place that had like good reverb, and I heard the song started to play, and I knew one of the lyrics, or one of the sounds made in the song, was a monkey noise, and I went woo 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 really loud, made this really loud monkey noise in this really echo chamber. It was fun. Let's see. 6. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? Well, it'd have to be the mind. That's actually a silly question, I think. Yeah, if you have like a 30-year-old body but your mind goes, I know some 30-year-olds, it seems like their mind's gone. They're no fun at all. Yeah, I'd rather have a really sharp mind, or at least a mind not sharp, maybe silly putty. A mind like silly putty, as long as I could absorb things and, you get it. Mind, key. Mind must work. It's good to be smart. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? I dream about falling a lot. I know that's really common, but I used to have really specific premonitions of being in a car accident on a bridge. I don't know why. I'd really hate to die in traffic, man. I hate traffic so much. Um, for what in your life do you feel most grateful? Um, material wise. I love my dog. I'm so grateful for my dog. Um, but event wise, I've had some opportunities to rely upon myself to a really high degree, and I can't. The lessons I learned by total self-reliance. Man, I'm really grateful I had the chance. Basically, I'm grateful I had the chance to see that it works, that I can rely on myself. It'd be terrible to realize, oh my God, I can't. I have to rely on myself. No. Uh-huh. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? I had a friend of mine. I was really not jealous, but envious. That said, they were raised on the milk of love and kindness, and their parents were absolutely supportive of everything they wanted to do and how they wanted to express themselves. And it sounded like their parents had a good amount of money. But if they were interested in music, it's like, well, which instrument are you interested in? Well, let's get you that instrument, and let's get you another, and get you a teacher. But in an exploratory way, not like, well, we brought you a banjo and you're not playing it yet, so we're not going to buy you a flute. You know, they were like, all right, let's get you a flute. Like, I was really envious of these parents that could just smooth the path to like a search for an inner goal. I was amazed by that. You know, my parents were fine, but they didn't rain opportunity down on my head at all. Let's see. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? It'd be nice to have a really, like, one of those, like, memories, like, that never lets any information go. I'd love to have that. If we're talking superpowers, I'd love to manipulate force. But a really, really acute memory would be nice. You know, quality. I like people persons. There's a very specific kind of people person I like. Just people who are just generally comfortable among others. That'd be a nice quality. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? Ooh, I would want to know what I'm capable of. Like, not specifically necessarily, but like a general sense of like, sometimes I get a feeling that like I could do something or there's something available to me. Like I'm capable of doing something right now, but I don't know that I am. So it'd be interesting if like someone said, hey, did you know that you have all that you need for this? Why don't you do this? I'm like, I didn't know I had all that I needed for that. Oh, the malt liquor's hitting me. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? Oh, I want to hike the Pacific Crest Trail. And I think I'll be able to do it in a couple years, I hope. Because I don't want to leave my job to do it. So I need enough. I need to be, at 10 years, I'll be able to take 4 weeks of vacation. And I think I could do a long section of the Pacific Crest Trail in 4 weeks. And I could ask for some extra time off too if I need it. So maybe not do the entire thing, but do just a giant stretch of it and do it with my dog. I'd love that. Greatest accomplishment of your life? I think biking across the United States. My greatest accomplishment. That was a life-changing event. What do you value most in a friendship? I just think that friends should let you know that they like you. Like, I just want to feel liked by a friend. They don't need to do anything else. Most treasured memory? Uh, I guess the most treasured memory I have that doesn't involve somebody else was I had this moment of I was bicycling through France, and I didn't know where I was going to stay that night, and it was getting later and later, and suddenly it was midnight, and I saw this town way in the distance down at the base of this valley along the ocean. And I thought, well, it's probably going to be 1 a.m. by the time I get down there. And I just felt like I know everything's going to be all right. I'll know I'll be able to work things out when I get down there. And that's part of that self-reliance thing that I know I felt really good at having that confidence in myself. And I think that's when that confidence really kind of felt solid to me. Oh, I got to try to finish the questions and this before that battery goes out. Your most terrible memory? Oh, I almost died a couple times. I almost drowned once. That's where I had the longest time to think about it. I was in a terrible car accident once. Didn't have much time to think about it, but almost drowning was horrible. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are living? Oh, I'd stop working right off the bat, that's for sure. I'd probably stop working, probably buy a boat, learn to sail, and try to sail somewhere, like to Asia. What roles do love and affection play in your life? Actually, I feel love and affection for a whole lot of people in my life, and sometimes that tweaks them out a little bit. They're like love and affection might be asking for something back or asking for something, or there's expectations because of that. And I think it's fun just to like fun. I think it's healthy and enjoyable just to feel that for other people. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's? My family isn't very close, actually. I think there's both my families had a lot of jumbling around, like reforming, breaking apart, and reforming. And then my birth mother and father, I don't think they knew each other very well, and so that was like a very brief thing. And so I really never, like as I was growing up, never got to know my birth mother very well. It's like the whole family thing is a little bit a jigsaw puzzly. Childhood happier than other people's? No, not necessarily. I'd call it average. How do you feel about your relationship with your mother? Well, I never really got to know her. Not until like almost after I graduated from high school did I get to know her a little bit. My birth mother. With my stepmother, we know each other pretty well, except she has like a lot of facets to her, and I'm always learning more things about her as time goes on. But I don't see her very often. I remember I was almost struck dumb to find out she was a baton twirler in I don't know, in band or what that was. But she picked up this baton and started like flinging it about, and I'm like amazed. Okay, more questions. I think there's a whole lot of questions. Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share experience in general. Sometimes I see something amazing. I saw this electrical storm once. I was up on the side of a mountain, and there was an electrical storm going through the valley, and I was seeing lightning from above, looking down into the clouds, and I'd never seen anything like that. And I really would have loved to turn to somebody and said, "Are you seeing what I'm seeing here?" It's amazing. Let's see if this battery's still recording. Oh man, running out of power, running out of malt liquor. No end to questions though. Sweet. If you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be most important for him or her to know. I really think solutions to all things are way more important than any problem. Dum dum dum. Share with your partner an embarrassing moment of your life. I don't know why this is embarrassing. I think because I was shocked, but I went to like a carnival once, and I had a bag of change, and I'm not sure why I had a bag of change. But I dropped it, and that change shot everywhere, and everyone around me squatted down and started picking up my change. And some people, like adults, were like, "Whoa, look at all this money that I got now," and it really tweaked me out. Like, I think my expectations of adult behavior, like, none of that matched that. And they gave me all the money back, but the way people handled it almost unhinged me. I didn't expect adults to behave that way. So, and for some reason, I find that moment really embarrassing. When did you last cry in front of another person? By yourself. Another person, I watched Hitachi. It's a dog movie with a friend of mine, and I cried like there was no tomorrow. And crying by myself, I don't know. Like, every once in a while I'll watch a movie though, and I'll cry, and like, if I'm by myself, like, I won't even hold back. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? Oh, I don't know. I think that we joke to keep from crying. So, like, joking about things that are serious is a way to keep them from becoming too serious in a way that that you can't deal with it. If something's so serious, I'm getting close to the end of the questions. I think humor is really important in all situations. There's times to be serious. Like, you want somebody to know that you take them seriously when they're telling you something. But it's okay to smile and joke with them at the same time. Like, I got you. Don't worry, I hear you, and I care about it. But don't worry, buddy. We'll get this taken care of. All right, I'm going to try to time the end of the question with the end of the malt liquor. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet? Burp. No, I don't have anything to say to anybody. I'm caught up. There's a thing about, like, words. It's like your actions. As long as everyone remembers my actions, I don't need to tell them anything. My actions tell them all they need to know. I don't have anything to say to anybody. I'd say I hope someone takes care of my dog. If I die, Pomeroy, I want you to take care of my dog for me. All right. Or find someone to take care of him. Okay. Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be? Why? Goodness. I guess my laptop. It's like, it's such a useful tool, and it's like I use it all the time for communication and exploration and stuff like that. Personal items are so transitional. I don't have that one thing that I've carried around since I was a baby or anything like that. Yeah, I guess laptop is such an unromantic answer. Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing? Why? Oh, I'm going to answer that. That's a ridiculous question. I'm not going to answer that. All right. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. What? I'm not sure. What have we skipped something? Have I gotten a relationship all of a sudden? A love of the outdoors, a love of truth, and a love of solutions. We get another jab into there for the solutions. Let me get this down a little bit. There we go. And I love a malt liquor. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner. I think have this. Let me read this again. I'm not sure what these questions are about. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story as much detail as possible. No. I was born. I discovered I was from another planet. I had superpowers. I want to conceal these from humanity as a whole, while also working to further its designs, thus to make it a more healthy, growth-oriented, and freedom-loving planet. While also having a really cool retreat on different planets in the solar system that only I could get to, and a special lady fortress of solitudes all over the place. What does friendship mean to you? Treating somebody like you care about them. Alternate sharing something you would consider. I think these questions are for a couple. I think there's supposed to be someone here right next to me. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items. Legs. Legs, breasts, nice behind, sweet back, awesome belly, great hair. And it's like, oh, if you like legs and breasts, go to KFC. Well, I like going to KFC. Except it does seem expensive, but you know, they keep it clean. They're very nice and attentive. They listen to me. I love KFC. Right, positive characteristics. A love of truth, a sense of joy, an understanding of the ebb and flow of all things. Sometimes things are great, sometimes they aren't great, sometimes things are easy and sometimes they're hard. A desire for goals, a desire to get to attain things in life, to know that we're here on the earth, we're here for this moment in time, and we should be doing something with it. It's a wonderful gift that we have. We shouldn't waste it. Or legs and boobs. I don't know. Make 3. Yeah, this is definitely couple stuff. Make 3 true we statements. We are both in this room feeling we statements. I'm feeling silly and drunk at this point in time. We want to be happy. We want to be to live a life of gentle acceptance, and we want adventure. Tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time, saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met. What you like about them. I admire so many things about you. I wish that I could be half the person you are, half the woman you are someday. I want to encompass all the amazing things that you've mastered or seemingly mastered about how you take charge of your life and how you interact and connect to the world around you. I want that part of you, want that to be part of me. So that's why I need you to be in a relationship with me so I can study you. Alright, we're almost done. Let's finish this malt liquor. Oh, malt liquor. Oh. All right, 2 more questions. Tell your partner something that you like about them already. Boobs and legs. Just like, I can't help but notice those things. You know, and it really doesn't even matter too much. Like, if your boobs and legs are this kind of thing or that kind of thing, if they look like this or look like that, everybody that's got them, as long as they're working them, as long as they like their boobs and legs, man, I like those too. But you know, truthful, gentle, solution-oriented, those are great things too. But you know, I'd go both ways. It'd be great to have that all in a package. Share a personal problem. Ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. I'm going to go with she here. Also, ask your partner to reflect back to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem that you have chosen. What problem do I have? That share a personal problem and advice. How can I be more organized in bringing myself to my goals faster than I already do? I feel like my goals take a long time. All right, boom, malt liquor.